Psalm 105, an exposition. This and the following psalm are companion pieces. They reveal the two sides of the relation between God and his people during a long period. This one sings the song of his faithfulness and power, while the next tells the sad story of his people's repeated failure and rebellion. In singing his praise of God, the psalmist opens with an appeal which recognizes the responsibility of those who have received of God's blessing. In order that the doings of God may be proclaimed, he calls on men to remember and proceeds to trace the divine hand in their history. First, he goes back to the ancient covenant and sings of how God cared for them while there were few in the land, rebuking kings for their sake. Then follows the recognition of the government of God as overruling even what appeared so disastrous a matter as the famine. Through that, Joseph received his opportunity and the people were brought into Egypt, which for the time being was a place of quietness and increase. The master word in the psalm is the pronoun he. In constant repetition, it shows the one thought uppermost in the mind of the singer. It is the thought of the perpetual activity of God and all those experiences through which his people have passed. It was through the oppression of the Egyptians that Israel passed through a baptism of suffering which toughened the fiber of the national life and prepared them for all that lay ahead. Finally, the song speaks of their coming into possession of the land. It is a noble song of the might of God and of his fidelity to his people. With unswerving loyalty to his covenant, in spite of all difficulties, and by means of suffering as well as joy, he moved in their history ever onward. In its function of interpreting history and revealing the orderliness in the economy of God, such a song is prophecy of days and events which seem to be the most calamitous.